guys, I am such a huge fan of Divergent. I'm a little obsessed. I actually saw this movie twice already. It's so good. I read the books, so I had been waiting for this movie for so long. I thought you were perfect as Natalie and Andrew Pryor. What drew you to these roles?
For me, when I did not know the book, and I read the script and thought it was so beautifully done, so smart and complex, and it was obviously, the fan base would be young adults, but I felt like it just could extend much broader than that too. So I thought that was really smart. And then the character of Andrew, just this dilemma, being a father of daughters about Trish's age myself, I really identified it. It really impacted me, the family aspect of it. So, and I really liked Neil Berger's work, and the cast was amazing, so I signed up.
I know that you two have actually worked together several times before this film, so was that a draw for you because you knew that you were going to work together again?
I was delighted when I found out that Tony was cast. I didn't know that coming into the project, and it was, it just means that you can go straight to the poopy jokes on day one. You don't have to feel a person out and feel how they are with their humor, and
that's right.
We just had a great time.
Yeah, and it is great, that we knew each other and we're family. That we have a sort of shorthand, and it made it really easy. I mean, I felt like our family was really well cast because we had that as friends, and then for some reason with Shay and Ansel, we all just, it was something that we kind of looked like we could be a family. We just had this. It was very comfortable.
It was fate.
Yeah, just
and there's so much more to Natalie that I won't give away, but she has this great storyline for this character. What drew you to Natalie Pryor?
Well, I loved the script when I read it. I remember it really turned on for me during right prior to the choosing ceremony, when a young person goes in and starts that rite of passage, and it is revealed to them and others what their primary virtue is. I thought, this is pretty fantastic. But when I read the book, what really did it for me in terms of Natalie was Veronica Roth's dedication of the book to her mother. And I thought, regardless of how small the role may be on film, there's an imprint in here, in the whole of the material, that comes from the mother-daughter relationship, and that just seemed really special to me, and I was glad to be a part of it.
I was thinking when I was watching this movie how we never really actually lose our fears. We kind of just learn how to deal with them. And if the fear landscape were a real thing, what would we see in your guys' simulation?
I am in, I call it recovery from childhood grief, because I didn't know that that's what I was dealing with in a lot of my adult life until someone really smart observed that on my behalf and gave me the information. And so I feel like I already I do that. I mean, I'm aware that grief and loss is a part of life. It's not my favorite thing. So I would maybe be really specific and say the part of loss and fear in life that is my least favorite is the bargaining stage of grief. I hate that. For some people it's the denial, or they are uncomfortable with their own anger. But when I get to the I should have done this, or why didn't I do that, it's my least favorite part of dealing with loss.
Right. What would be in your fear
in my fear landscape? It would be the reverse of what Trish goes through, of being confronted with harming my children. The thing where she's forced to harm her parents, and to be put in that position with my own children would be the worst thing I could imagine.